Okay, it's time. It's time we get started on this cliff.
What is up, cave dwellers? Welcome back to another video here on the Brink of Minecraft server.
I've been going past this like all the time for the last couple months and been thinking I just need to do something about it. It just looks terrible. I've had this plan of making it look nice and I have not started on it yet. And today's the day. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to finally make this cliff look nice. Ajala bangus. So I came across this video a little while ago, kind of showing how to, make better cliffs, and this is kind of my own little spin on that. I'll link the video in the description or in like the little card in the corner. But essentially, what I took from it is every couple blocks, just kind of go up every couple blocks, like 3 to 5 blocks or so, and just go back some. I think it actually said to go up more than that, but that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing, is like maybe like 4 to 6. And this does leave a lot of space here, so this whole top area I'm gonna have to bring forward at some point. But let's just start with that and see how that looks. That may be a little too tall, kind of just on the edge of what I was thinking. Something like that. But yeah, essentially just I want to keep everything like not on the same level and kind of offset them a little bit, but it's just kind of these little steps that go up every time. So I'm gonna do one pass around the whole cliff with just plain stone to hopefully, at least get a start on making it look nicer, a little bit more uniform, and then we'll go in and start replacing some of the blocks. And I'm thinking of having it wrap, I'm in free cam by the way, hello. I'm thinking of having it wrap all the way around to like this section. I like this little area that I made over here, but I might even extend it kind of all the way back over here. Maybe to even the staircase in the future. I don't think I'm gonna get to doing the whole cliff, but I for sure want to get to at least this section, make it look nicer, wrap all the way around, and maybe even, to the other side of this. It's kind of a lot of ground to cover, but that's where I want to start for now. And maybe if I'm feeling super ambitious in the future, I can go around the whole mountain, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. So yeah, let's just get all of the stone placed, just the rough outline stone.
Now, at this part of the video, I would probably jump into some sort of time lapse, but if you've been following along this journey so far in these videos, you may know that I've been having a lot of troubles with my flashback mod and replay mod as well. It's actually many months later after recording those original parts of the video, and the game has updated a few times and we've switched versions. I went back and forth between using replay and flashback, and at this point, most of the footage that I have of actually building the cliff has disappeared. It's gone. I don't have it anymore. Maybe you're watching some extremely sped up footage from live streams while I was building it. That's where I did most of the work, was on live streams. But unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time-lapse footage to show for it. But since we're here, I thought I'd ask, what kind of videos do you like to see? Do you like the more just raw, unedited footage? Do you like the time lapses? Would you prefer more cinematic sorts of shots? I do enjoy doing those, and of course I'll always try to sprinkle in some stuff like that when I can, but I just wanted to know your opinion as a viewer, since, technically I'm still kind of starting out this channel. What sorts of things do you want to see more of here? I don't want to ramble on for too long, so let's just jump back. I've got a lot of progress done, so don't be alarmed. I've done a little bit of terraforming. And by a little bit, I mean I've actually done quite a bit over the last week or so. I've put in a lovely staircase, and I've kind of shaved down where these stop. I've shaved this down by a couple blocks, and I've just been tapering it out slowly towards the edge of the cliff. And I've been putting in boulders. I've got boulders all over the place. And I've kind of marked out an area where I want a pathway to go.
if I get my flashback mod to work, I'll show you me kind of finishing up this last little bit of terraforming here. But I want this pathway to kind of come down and wind around up top to the top of the cliff. So yeah, it just kind of curves around and goes up there. I've added in a bunch of these boulders. They're not quite textured yet. That's actually what I want to start working on right now, because I'm really liking the shape that I have going on here. The problem is, let me use my little cheaty camera. The problem I'm having here is it's all kind of flat, if you know what I mean. Like, there's not a lot of texture going on. We've got the boulders, and those all look really cool, and we've got, you know, the land kind of slowly tapering down to the edge of the cliff, which I've started on the gradient, by the way. Look at this. I feel like this gradient is super cool. I still have a lot more to go on it. But yeah, as you can see, the kind of shape of it is starting to take shape. The shape is shaping. But let me fly down to the main view. The main viewing area. Huh? Oh yes, it's coming together now. One of the other problems I'm currently having, I'm really liking the shape. That's coming together well. But these trees, these big bulky cherry trees, I really like having the trees there, but they're just super bulky and they take up a lot of the view. So I've actually made a couple custom, like, smaller cherry trees that I want to go ahead and put here as well. But you can see it's really starting to take shape now. I haven't quite finished the other side of it yet. I don't know if I will right now. But yes, I want to start detailing the top of the cliff, and for that I need a lot of bone meal. So let me go over to the clock tower, where I keep all of my bone meal. Ow. Ooh. I've added the connected textures kind of thing, and it's making everything in here look super smooth. I don't know if I'm in love with it. It's still cool though. Let me check out the amazing cactus farm. Look at, we're getting cactus now. Bone meat. Oh my goodness, there's so much bone meal. We've got tons of bone meal. Okay, let's head on out. Ooh. I think I found my new favorite view. Oh, this is looking so cool. This is looking so cool already. Oh, okay. Wow. I really need to work on getting the rest of these blocks replaced, so it's a little bit more colorful. But this curve, ooh, I really like it. I really like it. And all the boulders up there, kind of making it a little jaggedy almost up there. Oh, this is super cool. This is super cool. Okay, let's see. What do I have here? Oh, firework, horse dirt, bone meal, some other colorful blocks. But what I'm thinking for this is kind of in these areas where it's a little steep. It's a little steep. Kind of putting some coarse dirt in here, because I'm thinking maybe not a lot of grass would be growing on this steep section. But just kind of putting a little couple splotches of these in areas where it's super steep. Just kind of interspersed in here, like this area. And also just putting a little bit of grass everywhere. I think that's the main problem, is there's not enough grass. Everything is just super untextured. We need some grass. Ooh, that's a nice flower. Kind of in these rocky areas, lots of grass would be gathering and growing over here. I should probably work on texturing these rocks as well. I'm thinking of maybe putting some, like, stairs and slabs, but I don't know if the scale would get too
wonky if we started putting, stairs and stuff in them. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it for now. I think it's okay for now, though. All right, yeah, that's starting to look a lot better already. Just with putting down a whole bunch of bone meal, all of this grass, a couple flowers. I do want to get some of these blue stuff. Hello. Because down here, when I made this path up to the top of my base, I put these blue flowers in here. Needs a little bit more vegetation around here. But like all of this blue, I kind of like putting a little bit of blue in there. So let us see if I have any. Ow. By the way, this speaking of, the cliff gradients and stuff, this here is a dripstone farm. I made this maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, trying to prepare for making the cliff and stuff, because I knew I would need a lot of dripstone, and you'd think with the amount of times that we are online, at least maybe 4 or 5 hours a week, that this would produce a lot. There's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slots of dripstone. I know it takes a while for dripstone to form, but you'd think a couple hours every week for 4 months, you'd get more than 3 stacks of dripstone. This is the most pathetic farm I've ever seen. It's the worst. Like, okay. Check this out. Let me put these flowers away. With 3 stacks of dripstone, okay? 48 dripstone blocks. 48 dripstone blocks would not even cover like half of what I've done so far. Just this section is a stack or more of dripstone blocks. And I've got this whole bit left to do. I would have need to had this farm running constantly for a year if I wanted to get enough dripstone to do this whole project. That is terrible. So I'm probably going to get rid of this farm pretty soon, because I just went out into a cave nearby and farmed all of the dripstone I would need in like 20 minutes. So yeah, if you were ever thinking of building a dripstone farm, don't. It's not worth it. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some work done on the pathway, and I'm gonna sprinkle in some firefly bushes, these warped roots and sprouts and things, kind of in places where they'd be a little shadowy, just to give it a bit more color. Just like some little splotches of color around the place. Just sprinkle them in like that. And some of these firefly bushes around the trail is going to give the place a little bit of light. I want to get rid of all of this torch spam here as well. That's just, you can't be having torches all over the place. Come on.
Making some slow but steady progress here on the cliff. Let me just show you what I've got so far. Got all the deep slate done, tough, andesite, dripstone, lots of dripstone, mud, and then starting working on the stripped oak here. Still quite a big ways to go here on this section, but I think it's turning out pretty good so far. I do want to add in a couple of trees around the place, a couple more of these pale oak sapling trees. Did I show you this? Did I show you this cherry tree? Let me show you this cherry tree. A little sapling cherry tree. It's a lot smaller than the regular ones, which is good because it doesn't take up so much space and feel like super obnoxious and blocky like the other ones. Also, I just realized, leads are breaking so often. Like, I had Gerald up on a lead, and he's just flying free now. I don't know where he went. And also, my 2 skeleton horses that I had here, they're gone. They're gone. One of them, I think, actually ended up in here with Spunkard. I had to put him in a hole because he kept getting out of his leads. In fact, I had him tied up here, but he didn't leave, but the lead is broken. I don't know what's up with that. Something weird must be going on. But yeah, I think I'm going to scatter a couple more trees just around the place and maybe down even at the bottom of the cliff as well. But I want to go on a little bit of an adventure. Really? Shape! Yes. I would like to get myself trimmed out. I don't have any trims yet. These are all the trims I have so far, and I wanted tide. I need a tide trim, which means I need to go out to the ocean monuments and try to kill some more Elder Guardians to get that one. Because I don't think anyone on the server has it yet. So let's head on out. Ooh, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. I probably should have brought like some beds, but I did not. There we go. Any trims? Ooh, no, another head though. That's crazy. Ah, yes. Here we go. 3rd time's the charm. Don't think I got it. Dang it. I think there's like a 20% chance of them dropping it. Clearly I was not so lucky. Oh, there's one right here. Ooh. There we go. Oh, perfect. Hello, good sir. You have a template for me? I think that's a no. Hello. Another head, but no template. Should be one around here somewhere. Yes, right next to the little mushroom island. No. Come on. No. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my god, we actually got it! We actually did it! Finally! Let's go! I have taken out 9 guardians today, and only one of them gave me the trim. You've got 9 more Elder Guardian heads to add to the collection. Prismarine and 7 diamonds. Holy crap. Alright, let's get some diamonds out. Let's make 2 extra ones. Oh god, didn't even make a dent in the wallet. And there we go, got 2 extra ones. And since we're here, and I've got the upgraded template, I'm gonna go with amethyst. And I'm gonna put this on my pants. Yeah, here we go. Yes, crafting a new look. Oh, yep. Yep, that's what we like to see. Pick this one because it looks like I've got like some sort of chains running down my leg. Like I've got big belts, extra belts on and chains all over. Something like that. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's cool. Alright then, with that little adventure out of the way, I'm going to get to work on planting some trees and hopefully finishing up this cliff. Let's do it. Okay, I think I finally have the cliff in a spot where I'm pretty happy with it. Gerald's just floating off in the distance out there, just kind of stuck there. He's tickling my head. I'm wearing him as a hat. The whole place up here isn't entirely spawn safe yet, but I think that's okay.
It's lit well enough, and all of these boulders have gone through about 6 different changes before now, but I have settled on the calcite, andesite, cobble, and mossy cobble for all of them. I wanted to work the calcite into it somehow, and I think it turned out pretty well. There's some weird texturing happening with the moss. But here comes the part that I've been most excited for. The map. I have put off updating this map until I was pretty much done with the cliff, and now it is time. I'm gonna try to pick these up without looking at them. And I will go fly away. Because unfortunately, I think during most of this project, most of the replay stuff wasn't really working. So hopefully I can get a sort of cool visual here as we update the maps. I think this one is mostly fine. Start with these back ones. Ooh. Pond. Yes. And now for the big one. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, don't pay attention to that part. Whoa. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that was awesome. That is just what I wanted. Oh. And there it is. The cliff. Don't pay attention to that. That's spoilers. Look over here. Oh, yes. Block that out of your mind. You don't see it. I love seeing all of these layers coming all the way across. So cool. And all of the leaves and grass and the trail. The trail going through it. Did I talk about the pond? I'll show you the pond. I had been wanting to fill it in for a little while, and that was just kind of a sort of side project. And so that's what I did. I made it a pond. I'll show you a little before and after. But I've got my axolotls. I put some axolotls in here. They seem to get stuck on the lily pads and all of these little water plants and such. I wanted to make it pretty colorful with all of the coral and stuff in there. And I think eventually we're going to work all that sorts of stuff into the river. I've been slowly chipping away at terraforming that to make it look a little nicer, but we're gonna modify it at some point. Let's take a look one more time from my favorite viewing section over here. Ooh. Yes. This is so aesthetic. There was one thing else I was thinking for this view, is we can kind of see off into the distance over there. I'm thinking of putting a tree, a big tree, somewhere over here, just to kind of give something else to look at off in the distance. I don't know if I directly showed these either. I did build some smaller trees on stream. This one is nice. I like this one. This one is like the pale oak one that I built up there, but out of oak. And another little cherry tree. I thought all the trees that were here before were kind of a little bulky. Kind of took away from the view a bit. But now it seems pretty nice. I am pretty satisfied with the way that this turned out. There's a few more, leaves and sort of things that I could add in places. And I'll be honest, the backside of it is not done yet, but I have plans. And so before we end this video, I'm gonna put in a tree. Before we go ahead and finish up this video, I had something that I wanted to do. Over here towards the entrance of the cave, I have put a project board for this year of the different things that I want to do. So figured let's go through together and put up what I want to do this year. So first off, I want to finish the cliff. There's I've sort of neglected the other side after on the other side of this there's it's not finished, so I wanted to kind of tidy that up a little bit. As you can see here, that's all just stone. It's not quite done yet. Next thing I want to do is this sort of mega door thing, a very large door project. Not an actual like functioning door, but you know, like, well, I've actually started building it. That's what's on the map. Goodness, that's this thing. Okay, that, in fact, that's coming very soon. Very soon. Something else I want to do is make my storage room look a little bit nicer, a little bit cooler, a little bit more decorated. Because when you walk in here, it's just smooth stone, just these blocks. I'm still working on getting all my sorting stuff in. And for the second level up here, there's a lot of decorations that I've sort of neglected to do, and I want to make sure I get that done. Another thing I want to do is expand the cave. That sort of comes with this. You'll see eventually. But I have ideas. I want to make this section a little bit nicer, maybe move this bee farm, but I want to put in another little pond here, extend this out this way. There's a lot of stuff I could do. I want to give it a lot more detail than what I've done so far. Make it look just a little bit more finished, Jellybingus. The orb. I will not be elaborating on that. Mud shop. Make a new shop for all the mud stuff. Want to plant a whole bunch of trees. 100? That seems like a lot, but I want to build a bunch more trees. Out here, I've got all these little custom trees and stuff, and especially... Yeah, wow. I've been messing up my buttons. I've been switching them around. I don't know what I'm doing. But I've got these trees, and I've got that tree, and I want to build a whole lot more. Again, that'll be its own video, so I'll talk more about that. I want to make an animal barn for all of the animals. I've got them all just up in a pen up there. I know I mentioned that in my 100 subscriber special, and with the new update that's coming out, the animals update, the little, what are they calling it, the tiny takeover? Not entirely having to do with all of those, but I do want to have a space where I can put all of my animals. I also want to upgrade my tools. I've been sitting on diamond tools for all these for a while. I've got my armors upgraded, but all of my tools are still diamond, so I want to upgrade those. But as of now, I think that's about it for the project board. As we get these done, I'll come in and I'll highlight these. But this is all the stuff that I want to do this year, which is absolutely doable. So if you are excited for any of these projects that I have, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Alrighty, well, I think that is just about going to do it for this video. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it. This is probably the most amount of blocks I've ever placed in a single video, and probably also the most amount of detail that I've ever put into any one landscape in my life in this game. And by the way, cheaty free cam, I did fill in every single block. There's no gaps, there's no holes except for this cave. And now up here on top of the cliff, we have a wonderful view over the entire city, as well as my brand new tree. That's looking really nice over there. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to watch more, just watch more. But that is everything I wanted for this video. Make sure to leave a like before you go, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!